Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It is that time. It's tarot time with Cindy. I'm going to do a general collective reading. It may or may not resonate because it is general. If it does resonate, I'm glad that we were able to connect. If it does not, hopefully next time. I've already gotten started. I pulled out some cards for context using the Shadow of the Middle Ages Oracle deck, and I'm going to get into the tarot together with you to explore it further, but I'm going to just start talking about what I see on the table. This is a very interesting reading. Okay, I'm picking up the energy here of someone who, I'm actually picking up two energies. I'm picking up two energies, and to be quite honest, you could be either one of these. So I'm just going to describe, we got energy one and we got energy two on the table. Energy one is someone who is going through extreme obstacle and burden right now. Someone who may, even when there is something in front of them, they kind of come up with reasons as to why they can't get through this, or why it feels impossible, or they're just weighted in the moment. It's almost like being so present in the moment during a difficult time that they're not able to see their way out of that difficult time. There might even be this person may have even made some decisions in the past that are starting to show up now as obstacles in their life, and they're feeling very weighted by those decisions. This is someone who maybe is regretting some of the decisions that they have made. This is someone who, okay, this is another really interesting thing that I'm picking up. I'll get into energy two in a minute. It's pretty interesting. So the first energy is there's also a very strong possibility that this person has somehow been involved in or really invested into some type of belief system that could be centered around religion, society, obligation, but it's almost like whatever this belief or way that they have invested themselves or even bound themselves to this, it's compromised them. Okay, that's kind of important to highlight that, because it's going to come around again when I talk about the second energy. So it's turned into a path for this person, this other energy, that again, it's literally put like a mountain in front of them. They feel like there's a mountain and it's incredibly impossible to overcome. At the point that they're sitting in life right now, it feels like they cannot overcome this mountain. What's really unusual about this energy is this card right here. This is symbolizing wisdom. There's also it can also symbolize overcoming some type of dark period in one's life, which I don't necessarily feel like it's leaning into the latter with the cards coming out, because this person right now is literally like, their existence is a heavy, heavy burden. And right, it's coming across as the cross. So I feel like they've somehow gone against some type of spiritual truth, but followed some sort of spiritual norm. Okay, so right, like what we perceive to be the truth, if we are in particular looking at that truth through the eyes of what mankind has told us is the truth, as opposed to our own deep spiritual knowing, we could very likely end up on the wrong path, because mankind can develop an entire lie around themselves and then perpetuate that lie through generations, and people just continue to follow something that's not true. So this card symbolizes wisdom. This is what this person has overcome. That's not ignorance. They've not overcome wisdom. They've not overcome ignorance. They've overcome wisdom. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's kind of weird. It's almost like this person has somehow gone against logic. So I don't know. It could be you. It could be someone else. We all have those moments and times. That's great. Like, come on. Not calling anybody out here. We can all be really dumb. So yeah, something's happened, and this person has really come up against a pretty heavy energy. Okay, the other energy that I'm picking up, now this is what is so profound. This energy literally is someone who follows spiritual truth. Follow spiritual truth, and by following it, they actually elevate themselves above obstacles. Okay, 2 cards actually came out for like who this energy really was. The Samhain energy, which is kind of interesting because that came out. I did notice in the comments, a few people like in Australia and other places in the Southern Hemisphere were pointing out to me that it was actually, when I did the reading or posted the reading, it was actually Samhain time in, I know I'm not saying that right, because you guys gave me the phonetic pronunciation too of it, and I don't remember, which didn't even look like the word, so, you know, you got to forgive me for the fact that I didn't say it right. But, right, the balloon is overcoming the obstacle. It's having a way to get, it's spiritual upliftment. It's being uplifted spiritually through spiritual truth, as opposed to somebody who, you know, so here's another way that this can be shown. I can even, like, as a personal example, I can, you know, I can relate to this because I get a lot of people attacking me who call themselves Christians, and, but they're not necessarily following. Well, they're very judgmental, say that. But not to say that Christianity is bad. I do not believe that at all. But anyways, well, I think there's aspects in every religion where truth is hidden amongst lies, because absolute truth that is the most empowering to mankind will never be shown to mankind, because with truth comes great power, and those in great power always want to be able to maintain that power. So anything that you read in most books, depending on the book, my opinion, through life, is that there will be truths and there will be lies. And those that really look deep within themselves will find the truth through God, through the universe. That's what this energy is over here, right? There's a mountain. Wow, there's even like, maybe even societal norms here, because there's a whole village. But this is an energy that can go up and over that through deep spiritualism. And okay, this is the function of the other energy. This is how the other energy functions. Everything is an obstacle. This could be a very actually pessimistic person, or it could be someone who's just in a very pessimistic time. But that pessimistic time seems like it's connected to decisions and ideals that have failed them. So the function of this other energy, this second energy over here, is water. And in this deck, water is described as the original source of life on Earth, which obviously it is, right? It's the original source of life on Earth. So it is the truth. It is how life was grown and developed and initiated in this existence. And it is also the intuitive element. It is also the connection of emotions and intuition through life and through source. So it's quite fascinating. Isn't this an amazing reading? It's a really fascinating. So, now this secondary energy over here, I'm curious about like what this secondary energy's perception of the first energy is. And it's wine. And this is about celebration. So the secondary energy perceives the first energy as being in a celebratory state, which it is not. So there is probably also likely some sort of masking going on, or some sort of artificial impression that's being created. So the first energy is the one that actually should be celebrating. The second energy may be making it out to look like they're celebrating, but they are not. They are deeply overcome by a pessimistic outlook, likely created by rules and regulations that could have been created 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago in their life, and that have been continued now. It's not to say that these rules and regulations and whatever duties or whatever this could be doesn't have some type of relevance or hasn't had some type of relevance, but it's not the spiritual truth. That's the difference. This is showing us very clearly that this over here, This is someone, I don't know, I'm just guessing because most of y'all come into tarot readings like this. But I do know that there is, you know, just a small group of very judgmental and religious people that do come to my channel just because they want to tell me how to save myself. So, some, you know, it could be over here. But anyway, so this energy is very, very uplifted. And it could also be the energy of someone who is connecting through their ancestors, allowing their ancestors to guide them. Because here's the other thing. What is written in a book 2,000 years ago may not be relevant in terms of how you're supposed to live your life right now, right? What is known by an ancestor who was on the other side of a veil, because this is also representing someone who has an incredible ability to see beyond the veil. And it is to see the truth. And I really do believe that truth evolves with man. And how the application of truth evolves with man and how that is applied. So let's pull out some tarot cards, shall we? This is a very fascinating energy. Could also be the energy of someone who believes that everything has to be extremely hard and difficult in life. Yeah, I'm hearing, so it comes into my channel every once in a while. There was an elderly Jewish man years ago. I was working harder than I needed to be without being too smart. And he said to me one day, he said, Cindy, you need to work smart, not hard. And I remember I thought about that. And I never thought about that. It's interesting, right? And it's not to say that you don't put hard work in, but why make life more difficult than it needs to be? Think ahead for yourself. Plan around the mountain. Anticipate the mountain. What do your actions create? Are you forming a mountain in front of you? Okay, this is coming out. It's the King of Cups in reverse. This person could be someone who is very emotionally sensitive and delicate. This person's moods could change pretty quick. I feel like this person's moods and feelings are connected to whatever situation is going on around them, as opposed to them having control over their emotions and their feelings regardless of the situation. I mean, you know, we can all do that to some degree, and depending on the severity of any situation, right? Like, is it attainable or not? I would say most of the time it is, but you know, there's going to be times where it's just very difficult. But it's allowing these emotions to control our plans and even perhaps major decisions where, you know, if you're in a really distressed emotional state, it's not necessarily the best time to be making logical decisions and choices for yourself. So it's like, you know, be in that emotional state if that's where you are right now. And then after that, then reassess. But this is more the energy of someone who could even be feeling like certain things that they have believed that have served them have not. I don't know. It really is coming across as someone who their moods swing back and forth. And when they're in that back and forth mood swing, they're making decisions and choices. And then so honestly, they can be quite unpredictable. Fascinating. Okay, we got the Four of Swords, or no, sorry, the Seven of Swords in reverse, with the Mountain, right? And it's connecting to what they've overcome is wisdom. So Because the Seven of Swords is somebody who can be kind of caught up in excessive intellect, but with no success. What is wisdom? Wisdom is like the knowledge that we attain over periods of time and then learn how to apply it so that we do better the next time, so that we have better results the next time, right? And this person has built mountains in front of themselves. They function. They literally, because their emotions they allow their emotions to sway back and forth without any guidance system or control. And then when those emotions are swinging back and forth, they make choices and decisions that do not also necessarily have any predictable outcomes. I mean, we can't predict every single thing. I mean, even doing a tarot reading, like the butterfly effect, things can come in and change, you know, and people have free will. I want to say something here too, where somebody may not be exercising their free will or recognizing it as much as they need to be. This is somebody who probably does resort to lying and deception. That's how they function. Deep down inside, I feel like this person feels like a fraud, and they're hiding that. They're trying to hide that from the rest of the world. Honestly feel like with this kind of energy, I could do like a whole reading on this person. I don't know that I'd want to, and try to see like where this comes from. What they've overcome. Oh my God, they did not. They got the King of Swords in the reverse. This person is behaving and acting irrationally and illogically. And through doing that, they've literally put obstacles in their path and probably done that over and over again in life, to the point where, yes, life feels like there's constantly an obstacle in front of them. There's always something to overcome. Nothing is ever easy. Everybody gets everything else in a really easy manner here. Dishonest and cruel too. I'm just like, I don't know, some of the cards that have come out over here are pretty strong. So yeah, dishonest and cruel. They think other people question their intellect. I know, there's a little bit of a weird energy. I mean, obviously I don't diagnose anybody and I can't do that, but I don't know, there could be some type of bipolarism going on here, sociopath, I don't know. It's an odd energy. There's lying and deception is their function. They could also lie and deceive themselves about the obstacles that are in front of them. You know, this could be somebody who's actually maybe even doing pretty good in life, but they'll constantly they'll focus on the negative. They'll focus on the negative. Okay, we got two cards that came out with the description of who this other energy is, what the other energy is. Interesting. This is, okay, we got the Queen of Wands in the upright, Temperance in the reverse, and a Six of Swords in the upright. The Six of Swords just speaks so strongly of this balloon, right? Like being elevated, going into a specific direction. And that you're going in that direction because the universe is telling you that there is something else that you need to be doing, something else that you need to be focusing on. You need to come out of the storm and into the light. There's something curious about these two energies where I feel like maybe even this energy is attempted to help this other energy over here to some degree. And it doesn't really matter how much an attempt is made, that there continues to be disharmony, impatience. This secondary energy could also be just growing impatient with whatever this is on this side. This energy functions on water. Could also be like, it could be a water, something has a strong water placement. Could be somebody who enjoys the water. That's interesting. So it's the Two of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who's setting more long-term goals here. They may be fearing, there may even be some emotional fears here in terms of any sudden changes. There's something really interesting about this card. Like, it's sitting on the table and is looking so intensely over here at this other energy. And I'll show you the intent, like it's just staring and focused. The other thing that I've got here on the Two of Wands in reverse too is sudden return of an ex-partner. So this could, it doesn't necessarily have to be a partner, but it's, I want to say it is somebody in your life and waiting for this individual to return, or at least the fear around it or the worry of it, or there is an energy that is at least kind of focused on that possibility. With the wine card as well, because this energy comes up as so unpredictable and moody, lying and deceptive, dishonest. Like, I kind of getting with this wine, I don't know, there might be this secondary energy might be feeling like, right, it's kind of like what they think of this energy over here that we're talking about that is so, I guess, pessimistic. And perhaps even wearing a false mask. I want to say that there is the perception that this energy might be laughing or having a good time to the detriment of the secondary energy. This one over here. The Two of Pentacles. Whoa. I just heard playing games, so that's fascinating. I could definitely see it. I want to say, like, this energy over here would be definitely like kind of chaotic at times, very chaotic. It also feels like the secondary energy is feeling like this cross and mountain energy has some type of goal directed towards the second energy here, the Samhain balloon. Wow, look at this. The World card is in the reverse. Unfinished business. Something lacks completion here. Why is this King of Cups in the reverse? The cross. The Three of Wands. There's a goal here that they've not been able to meet. There's something that they're restless. This energy also has a feeling of restlessness. And it's making them very emotionally kind of edgy. The Mountain and the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Sun, the Two of Wands in the upright, but then the Ace of Swords in the reverse here. I don't know. I just kind of feel like this person is often shown the right direction. The right direction here. But then they get in their head. It's like they can't discover the truth. I don't know. I really sort of feel like it could be somebody dealing with like some type of mental health issue or something. But I don't necessarily mean that like, and you know, we often say that, and a lot of times the first thing that comes to mind is like, is depression or something. It feels more like a struggle for reality. The Owls and the King of Swords in the reverse. Like a psychosis of some sort, or I don't know. Owls and the King of Swords in the reverse. The Ten of Pentacles. Wow, it's that they overcome. I don't know. I feel like this person is now having financial difficulties. Like, honestly, it does kind of feel like someone who could probably use some help. But I'm not saying that you're the person to give that, because I don't know, like some type of professional help, because it's almost like this person is struggling with even perhaps some type of mental capacity here to make decisions and function in a successful way. And because they're lacking that, they are, you know, constantly finding themselves in front of large obstacles. This, I don't know, this person could even maybe at times find themselves in trouble with the law. This person has perhaps even, I don't know, maybe experienced homelessness or lost a job. The Queen of Wands. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Temperance is in the reverse. Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, this kind of feels like this secondary energy. I don't know if this is someone that you were hoping to build something with at some time. Okay, yeah. It does feel like, because you're feeling disharmony around this person or this energy, I wouldn't doubt it, because the energy feels really a little chaotic emotionally, and even like with the mental process. You might have had some type of shared dreams or wishes with this person, and you're like in the and you're, you know, you're just feeling disappointed, or you're not wanting to focus on the negative anymore as well, with that, with the Four of Cups connected to Temperance in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like reassessing your plans here and changing your plans, going in a different direction. Which, well, it sounds like that's probably a good idea. The Six of Swords. That's going to be interesting. What is this? Six of Swords in the reverse, followed by Judgment or Karma and the Moon. I really honestly feel like there's some sense here that it's been difficult to move away from this. Even perhaps difficult for this secondary energy. I'm just going to call it, you guys, difficult to move away from whatever hopes or dreams that you thought were buildable with this other energy. There is also, I feel like, maybe not necessarily, with the cards that have come out, I don't feel like you're necessarily just taking a hard left, like from whatever this was. And I don't know, maybe some of you are, and getting whole new plans to replace whatever this was. It's almost like kind of leaving it up to the universe. Leaving it up to the universe and seeing where the universe takes you. Water and the Two of Wands in reverse. Wow, the Two of Cups. Yeah, this could have been someone you had a connection with at some time. I mean, it could have been a friend. I feel like at some point there was something was very equal. I don't even know, like, if this is somebody who's just become a little bit emotionally and mentally unstable. It's kind of concerning me, like I think it was a Leo reading that I did, not a collective reading, about somebody whose mental health was really deteriorating. There is kind of that sense on this side of the table. Wine and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. That's like the idea, the opinion, the trying to understand what they're looking at over here. And it is that something's not being seen logically. Somebody's being run by their emotions. Someone's being totally overrun by their emotions. And it's taken over any logic. So we get Five of Pentacles in the upright, followed by the Page of Cups in the reverse, Strength card in the reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. This really is, it feels like the energy of someone who's kind of ostracized in some way, ostracized themselves, lost a lot of power here. Becoming maybe overly controlling. I don't know. This could be someone that you're trying to end something with, or something that's kind of, the universe is even trying to conclude something here. Or this person is going against, I want to say, most other people's better judgment. And yeah, making things much harder for themselves than they need to. And in this energy, is just kind of following spiritual truths and wherever that may take one. And it does look like it's taking, you know, if this is you, in a different direction. So I'm gonna in the extended, I'm gonna go do the extended. In the extended, I will actually probably do two sides of this. And in both situations, I am going to ask how this energy can make the most of the situation that they're in and how to prepare for their best future. And I will ask the same for over here, how this energy can make the most of whatever situation it finds itself in, and how to best prepare, and how to prepare for their best future. And there we go. I'm going to need a snack and a drink after that. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.